variation number 1, how do we get these underlines on our navs? Now again, what would we want to do on ours? Well, we'd have an underline on the selected or this hovered one. So again, just going to go back to my project. At the moment, we can tell which ones are selected or hovered because we added some code in. So this is all again to do with the look of the site. So again, I'm going to find where we have our underline. Here we go, we have the hover and selected. So what we want to do here is add a underline. Now there's 2 ways to do this. We can add a text decoration. We can put the underline back in. So I could add text decoration underline. Let's see how that looks. There we go, it's underlined. And again, I can hover and these come in. Now, the way that I like to do this is actually using the border like we did in our form. So instead, I'm going to get rid of this and replace this with a default. So the default is on our link up here. The border is going to have a 2 pixel solid. And this one is currently, I'm going to keep it as white. We're going to get rid of this in a minute. So let's see this in action. So now all of them have this border, but I don't want it around all of this. I just want it on the bottom. So to make it just on the bottom, what we're going to do is we're going to make this change border, not everywhere, just the border on the bottom. So now what we'll see is this little underline up here that looks pretty good. Now I just want this underline to appear here. Now I want to change this underline to be pink. So what I'm going to just quickly do is the same thing as what I've done here, but just for hover and selected. So the border bottom here is 2 pixel solid, but also this pink color from above. So I'm going to paste that in. So this one is the default, it's the underline on the bottom, which is white. This is the border bottom pink or salmon, and there we see that. Now what I can also do, as you can see here, it kind of changes color. I want to make this transparent underneath here. So what I'm gonna do, instead of this being white, is remove this text and the hash and just write the word transparent in. Now the reason for doing this is I can actually add a fade in here as well, which is pretty cool. So here what you can see is this pops in, but at the moment these transition between white and salmon, but the border just pops up instantly. What I can also do is add this transition in for here, for this border bottom. So I've got my color, which is over 0.3 of a second. At the end of this, before I have the semicolon, I can do a comma and say the border dash bottom 0.3 s. So I've got my color changing over 1.3 seconds and my border bottom is changing over 0.3 seconds too. So now what I'll see is this kind of hover effect come in place. And it looks pretty good. So here what I have is this underline effect. Looks pretty good, very easy to add in.